3, 2, 1. Hopefully that was not heard upstairs. That'd be kind of funny, but we're gonna roll with this one. Hi, I'm Peyton. This is Peyton's podcast and more. We'll see how long that name lasts, or if it doesn't. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. But I'm here today with Jake,
Hello.
and today we're starting the first podcast, and I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the channel. I'm excited for a chance to start creating on YouTube again, because man, I've kind of missed it. But that could be a topic for another day. Today, because kind of want to, for today's podcast, just kind of want to explain like channel, what I'm trying to do with the channel, just who Jake and I are, and we'll get into stuff other than that later. Just channel wise, my idea for this channel is just for me to have a chance for me to have more of a creative outlet, and I feel like me and my friends always have good conversations, so why not have them for us to listen to later, possibly for others to listen to, enjoy. It's not going to be necessarily a super serious thing. It's going to be more just kind of laid back, less formal kind of podcast, I feel like. And there might be more coming. That's why podcasts and more. I've got some things I'm thinking about doing, and I won't say it yet, but I want to work on some other stuff. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know who I am, but just somehow you don't. I'm Peyton. I'm in college right now as the time of this recording. I don't know how late this might be being seen. Who knows?
This is like 200 years in the future that we're seeing this.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully that wasn't super loud. Yeah, so right now I'm studying to go into graphic design, and yeah, I mean, life's kind of going okay. I mean, as of right now, we're still in a pandemic, but don't really want to touch on that too much in this podcast. Kind of leave that in the side burner, I think. But yeah, I love graphic design. I like film. I just everything that has to do with like digital creativity. I think I'm really into. Yeah, I'll let Jake explain a little bit about himself and what he's got going on.
I'm Peyton's best buddy. I do all his thinking for him.
That is true.
I'm the brains. He's the brawn.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so we're roommates in college right now. He's studying graphic design, like you said. I'm studying English. Yeah, we've been friends since we were 11, right?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, sixth grade, I think.
Holy cow.
I know, it's been crazy.
I know.
Anyways, we're still friends. We've only attacked each other a few times.
A few times.
Yeah, this podcast should be pretty fun.
I hope so. I hope to get into it more. It's still kind of weird, because it's still kind of like awkward almost. Just kind of
just talking to each other.
Well,
we still haven't gotten over the awkwardness.
Yeah, we're. I mean, we still. Me and him talk all the time, right? We're roommates, but it's a bit different when you're being recorded, but I feel like in time it'll become more of like a natural thing.
And I mean, like, we're not just talking to each other.
Yeah, that's true.
We know other people.
Other people are possibly listening. Hopefully, that's the goal of this whole thing. Man, something I do want to talk about today, though, like more of the topic of today's, like, I'm sure we'll put more of ourselves out there and get to know like the people at home, if they don't know us or listening or whatever. We'll get to know us a bit better through just multiple podcasts. But today I wanted to kind of focus on, because me and Jake have known each other for so long that we have lots of shared memories of just like our childhood and whatnot. One thing I did want to talk about, like for certain, and this one is just camp out stories, because we were both in Boy Scouts together, and we went on multiple camp outs. I don't know. We used to go like once a month, right? Was it twice a month?
Yeah, it depends like what era of camp outs we were in. But yeah, there was a point where we went every month. Yeah, it was every month.
Would that be like the golden era?
No, we've had a lot of different. I don't know. There's ups and downs to everything.
That's true. But I was just wondering, do you have a favorite camp out that we went on?
There's too many. Okay. Do you remember? I'll just pick a random one that I can think of. Do you remember the one where we played Slenderman in real life?
Yes, I was about to say that's one of my favorite ones too.
And our leader was Slenderman, and he was jumping out of trees. That was freaky. So
terrifying because I saw I remember when I was scared because I was a scaredy cat little kid.
I was hiding in a bush the whole time.
I remembered that I saw him jump out of a tree and almost and from my point of view it looked like they landed on one of our camp out buddies.
Pretty sure somebody screamed.
Oh my gosh, I think it was me, dude, because I saw him jump out of a tree. I was terrified because I was like, that's the real Slenderman. He just jumped on my friend. He jumped on my friend.
He jumped on my friend.
Oh no. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorites too. Do you remember in the morning? That morning,
we antagonized a cow.
With her calf. That was probably the dumbest thing we've probably ever done.
Yeah, I hope that's not illegal.
If it is illegal, that wasn't us.
If it was illegal, we'll edit this part out.
Okay. But yeah, I remember we were playing the game to see how many.
How close we could get to the cow?
Yeah, how close we could get to the cow without it getting mad, and it was protecting its calf.
Dude, that was so stupid.
That was not a smart move.
I'd like to think that it wasn't just us. I think it was our other scouts that were more stupider, but we just kind of went along with it.
I think I got the closest, so I most definitely am the more dumb one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get close, that's for sure.
I did. I was like, I got to beat these guys because that was one of my first campouts too.
I was ready to bolt. I was like, if it charges, I'm going to let you guys die, and I'm getting out of here. I'll go tell our scoutmaster what you did.
We're dead. Yeah, that was dumb.
Dude, another camp out, we were hiking a mountain, and I was wearing soccer cleats because I'd come right from a soccer game, and I forgot to bring extra shoes. So I was on slippery soccer cleats on this mountain of rock.
Was that? Oh, I won't say the place because I don't. But I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't know if I was there though. Was I?
We played Capture the Flag, I think.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the one I slipped and it ate it so hard.
I've done that multiple times, Capture the Flag. But that was when what's his name had to go to the bathroom, and so he won because he left.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay,
the flag.
Yeah, one of our leaders was guarding the flag, and then had to take a pee.
Yeah.
Holy cow! We're watching the sound waves right now on the recording. That went really, really high. Really high. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I was gonna say, that camp out, Slenderman camp out, is what we've been calling it. That was the one I had a dream that we all had that. Do you remember my dream I had? Did I tell you about the dream I had there?
We've had a lot of dreams, dude.
That's true. We were all in the tent, and then we went out.
Was it ninjas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went out of the tent, and ninjas had tied up our leaders, and we all had to fight for our leaders to untie them from this tree. And I remember because
and wasn't I super good fighter?
Yeah. You were really good fighter, but you also had the soccer ball, so you're kicking the soccer ball around.
I was beating people up with the soccer ball.
Yeah, and then
I do remember
one of the other guys. I knew he was kind of tough and knew kung fu, so he was fighting everyone like crazy. And
it was taekwondo
or taekwondo,
yeah.
And I didn't do anything to help. I was so confused about how you guys knew how to do all this stuff.
I had a dream last night about that I was Angela from The Office and all the cats were everywhere. Oh, I hate cats so much. Anyway, random tangent.
I had to, if I sound different, I had to get up and move. I think I have broken something.
Yeah, he broke his back.
I broke my back! Anyways, we're back now.
Oh, I've always been here.
No. Yeah, dude, dreams are weird. I've had so many weird dreams in my life. And you've known most of them, if not all of them.
I think collectively we could make a TV series about our dreams.
About it.
Not a 20-minute episode kind of thing, more a 5-minute episode kind of thing, with just hundreds of episodes.
Most of mine had to involve a girl. Me liking a girl.
Oh, don't say that.
Not that. Okay, not that. Okay.
No one wants to watch that.
I didn't mean it to that extent. I meant it like,
What do you think people are gonna assume?
well, get your heads out of the gutters, okay? I was like saying like when I was in 6th grade, I thought holding a hand with the girl was like the craziest thing that you could do in your life.
You should explain that because that is not what people are going to be thinking.
I know.
If you're dreaming, never mind. Never mind.
They're here. They're here now. They're following.
No, they're gone.
Yeah, if you're still here, what are you doing? But yeah, I've had some weird dreams, and back to campouts. Do you remember the backpacking trip we did?
The one where I headbutted?
No, different one. That one sucked too, though. Like,
Oh.
I don't know if you were on this one. It was like one of my first campouts, and I almost didn't go on anymore because I thought it sucked.
No, I don't think I.
It was the one where that one of our buddies stole my sleeping bag or sleeping pad.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
So I was sleeping on a rock. Oh my gosh, it was the worst. And then we like hiked. I don't think I like backpacking. I'm gonna be honest. I think backpacking is not my favorite thing.
It's rough. You know, it's not really fun. It's like, okay, it's not really fun. It's more, the reason people do it is just to say that they've accomplished something. Like, it makes you feel good after you've done it because you know you did something really hard.
See, that we do a lot of rock climbing, or I mean, we both do, but I do. I've done a little bit more than you.
A lot is a relative.
I guess that's true. We rock climb at our college, and like it's kind of similar in that aspect where it is hard, but I find that one being a lot more fun than backpacking.
Yeah, backpacking is it's a lot longer, so you don't get to see as much success because you're constantly working for something. So it's a little different compared to rock climbing because rock climbing you can go up and be down,
in seconds.
Well, yeah, seconds or minutes, and backpacking can take over days. So
yeah,
it's different time period.
Although I love hiking, which is funny.
Well,
I think.
Yeah, there's different types of hiking. There's, you can do rock climbing sort of hiking. You can do backpacking. You can just do like a casual walk or like a slot canyon. Like there's tons of different types.
I guess hiking. That's true. During that camp out though, the one where I hated really bad, and to sleep on rocks.
Oh yeah.
I also had one of the worst headaches I think of my life, but I also think I was just super dramatic because I was a little kid. But
well, that's just kind of your personality.
I guess that's true. That is true. A little
bit dramatic.
That is true. I will not deny that. But there was a river. I remember I stuck my head in the river, and I wasn't supposed to drink the water. When our leader was like, "What are you doing?" and comes over.
I thought you were trying to drown yourself.
I was like, I wasn't drinking the water. I was just putting my head in because my head hurt, and the water was freezing cold. It felt good.
I can just imagine a scout leader walking around and they just see one of their scouts with their head into the water.
Just in the river.
They have no idea how long their head's been underwater. What are you doing?
He was, holy cow, it's so funny. I bet you he had fun because he wouldn't have taken us out on so many times. But I also guarantee
we wore him down.
Yeah. Holy cow.
And we weren't even the worst ones.
No, we weren't.
Like, we were the good children.
I know. That weird? That we would be considered the good children? Actually, I guess that's not necessarily weird just because of who we are.
Nah, we're good children. We're still children.
That's true. That one of my... I don't remember who... Maybe it was you who told me. It was like, we're not college adults, we're college kids. There's a reason why they call us college kids.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I would have said. I definitely don't feel like an adult.
No, I do not either. Like, I feel like I'm still definitely just trying to figure things out.
But we've been adults for 2 years now, technically, legally.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
I don't know if I ever
Should they
will.
change, like...
The age?
The age to be an adult?
Well, like, I mean, what does it really do? Like, you can vote. You can go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not super big on policies and things. I don't make super big decisions.
I guess that's true. Me neither. But like just I don't know. I feel like there's some people that I know that maybe fit the role of being an adult a bit better at age of 18, 19.
Well, yeah, people are definitely, some are more mature than
But
others.
that is most definitely not me. Like I don't know. I feel like I still have a lot of growing up to do personally, but
Well, I think even people who are like 70 or 80 years old, they still have things to learn. I don't think you can like there'll never be a point in your life where you've said, okay, I stop learning now because I know everything. There's always going to be stuff that you can learn.
that's true. Very wise.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
Man.
I'm full of wisdom.
And something else. Smarts.
This is stupid.
No. Anyways, edit that out.
No.
Holy cow. But no, yeah, I think that's the cool thing though, is like there's no matter how long you live, there's going to be always more to like that you don't know because the world's always changing first off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But like even if we like say the world stopped changing, we probably still want to figure out everything there is to figure out in life, and then add that to the fact that like the world's always changing. But I guess that's also what like makes it interesting, because like if there was a way to figure out everything, I bet you there'd be someone who would do it.
I don't even understand that sentence.
Anyways, I'm just making no sense now, so I'll stop talking about that deep stuff because apparently I'm not good at it.
What's some other campouts that we had?
Yeah, let's go back to campouts. Another one. Do you remember? Honestly, one of my other favorite ones, and we've talked about this one too before.
Oh, the Chamber of the Basilisk?
That's dope. I was going to talk about that, but that one is dope. That's a really, really, really good one. You can talk about that one if you want next.
So let's see. We went to Goblin Valley, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a secret cave somewhere in the backyard of the goblins. I'm not really sure. Oh, no, it has an official name. Goblin's Lair. That's what the official name is. And yeah, you can go rappelling. There's like a 60? Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, it was 60 feet.
Yeah. So that was like one of our first times.
Or no, it was 80.
Was it 80?
I swear it was 80.
That sounds right. I think it was 80. Yeah, anyway. We went rappelling down that. It was dark, and there was like nowhere to put your feet. First time I did it, well, we only did it once, but when I did it, my knees were like bonking together. I was so nervous. Like I was shaking like crazy.
I remember. And so I looked up to you and I looked up to, Sai, and I saw you guys go and you both did it.
You both saw us freak out.
But I saw both you freak out. And I'm like, you guys are so much cooler than I am. And I saw you guys flipping out. I was like, there is no way that I'm going to rappel down this 80-foot hole that I can't see the bottom of.
Yeah, that was freaky. It's cool though. It's something
cool.
You can be proud of.
Yeah, and for the record, I did end up doing it, but I was like one of the last people to do it. And the only reason why I did it is because everyone else did, and I was not about to hike back by myself. I was like, oh, great. Now I got to go down in this hole.
That Goblin Valley is a maze. It's fun though.
It is fun.
It's a fun little maze.
No, but the one I was going to say was the one where we went winter camping, and it was way too cold. And
Wait. Which one was that? Because I've been on a few.
It was the one where it was way too cold, and we tried to build a snow cave.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't work, so we ended up just going to our leader's house.
And he made us omelets.
He made us omelets in the morning.
That was actually one of the best camp outs.
I know, and which is crazy because like nothing went to plan.
We didn't actually camp.
Yeah,
that's why it was a good camp out.
And then I also remember when I was making my omelet, the pan was way too hot, or there was too much oil or something. So the ham was like doing front flips, and like I hadn't really cooked before at that point, and I saw that like I was like, this ham is still alive. It's like this thing's not dead. and there's like front flipping, and I remember I got a bunch of I actually got some like burn like little burns on my hand because
Little scars.
yeah, because I had the oil pop out of the pan because the ham's doing front flips.
It's kind of scary.
It was kind of scary. I was like, I'm never cooking again. And he's like trying to help me help me, but then he's also working with like some of the other people with like trying to teach him Japanese because he loved Japanese.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like Japanese is cool, but my ham's doing front flips and burning my hand. Like I need help making my omelet. I've never done this before. But it worked out, I guess. I think that omelet was good. But yeah, that's honestly one of my favorite ones where we just went and crashed on his couch.
Did we play games in the morning? I feel like we
Yeah, we did. Oh, we're missing the camp out of all campouts.
Which one?
The flood.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. How have why did we not think of that
I
one?
don't know.
Do you want to start at it?
I don't even know where to begin.
I know.
How did that start?
Well, I was born.
No. It all started when I was 16.
That's still way too far.
Wait, how old were we? No, it wasn't 16.
That was like a summer ago.
Yeah, I just picked a random number. We were like, so we were 19, right?
Yeah. And so technically Jake and I were a little old to go on this camp out, but Jake's dad was kind of in charge, and
we were like semi-leaders, so we had authority, but we didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, it was awesome. But we go to this camp, and do we want to say the name of the camp? What was the camp called again?
I don't even remember.
I think it was ironic because it was something paradise.
Paradise. Welcome to paradise.
And that was the second camp spot we went to, right? For that camp out?
Yeah, we did. We went to another one.
What was the other one like? I don't remember.
It was kind of like near a lake. We went biking.
Oh, yeah. That was actually fun. But my bike...
I hate biking so much.
My bike was...
It hurts so bad when you're not good.
I know, same. That's what was wrong with me. My bike didn't have any suspension. I went freaking mountain biking.
You like riding down a mountain on a tricycle.
So I had a perfect bruise on my butt that like matched the seat of my bike. Anyways, so this camp out, it was a longer camp out. We had a couple campsites that we went to. What ended up happening is our second campsite we went to was called Something Paradise. And first day it was 2 days we were there, right? Yeah, we were there 2 days.
Sure.
So the first day we were there, we go in, and this campsite is we were told actually as we were going in that this guy's owned this campsite, and he bought the campsite from the previous owner. And
so the campsite got flooded,
yeah,
and then he bought it and like repaired it, made renovations. Is that the word?
Yeah. And it was actually a dope looking campsite.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like this nice little valley.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it got flooded in the first place.
It was like this nice little valley, and it was like surrounded on all sides by this little river. Or would it be a river?
Yeah, it's a little river, nothing like, the Mississippi.
Yeah.
It was there's different types of rivers.
Yeah, it was a small river. And
maybe a stream.
I'm moving. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up.
It started raining one day, right?
So what happened was the first day we were there, we find out that we're going to be doing service project.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And we're going to help this guy build some horseshoe pits. And we move, so we're like, okay, that's cool. But then like we were told we were going to be able to go tubing after, right?
Yeah.
So that first day though, we were just playing around. There was like, around the campfire, they had like these like wooden poles, and we were just playing the game to see who could bounce on the poles the longest. Just stupid kid fun.
I was pretty good, just so you know.
Whatever.
I was.
No, actually,
I was pretty good.
You were actually really good, and I couldn't do it. But
I think you were okay. I can't remember.
Me neither. Anyways, so we were just doing like stupid kid fun, right?
It wasn't stupid kid fun. It was legit kid fun.
Legit kid fun. We were being serious.
We're serious about having fun.
Then like I just remember that mainly the first day. And then the second...
No, wasn't that the same day as it?
No, it was I know because we woke up the next morning because we spent one night there.
Yeah, we did. I know.
And I don't think we would have spent the night there after it flooded on us. But we wake up the next morning and we start digging these holes, and it was tough. Like
Yeah, it was hard ground.
the ground was
pickaxes.
Yeah, we needed to use pickaxes, and like since Jake and I were technically some of the older kids there, we were doing like not all the work, but we were definitely picking up the slack that some of the guys weren't doing because they were just younger. But as we were digging these holes, I was like, man, this sucks. It's getting hot. And then we realized, we look up and there's like rain clouds in the sky. And we're like, oh, it might rain on us. So we don't have to continue like digging these holes. We can go tubing. So then it starts raining super hard. Do you remember, were you with me when it started raining in the pavilion?
I don't know.
Did you go to the pavilion? When Sai...
near the swing?
Yeah. When Sai put on the garbage sack and ran outside. He was like, I don't want to get wet, so he just put on like a massive garbage sack and used it as like a poncho.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, so funny. But so he did that. Anyways, it was downpour for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was
easy.
Crazy.
And just downpour. And like the thought never crossed my mind that this place might flood again. Even though,
me neither.
Like there was a chance.
Yeah, we were kind of stupid.
And which is crazy because, I mean, we are still kind of stupid, but it was also like less than a year ago or about a year ago now.
Well, how often does a flash flood happen to somebody? It's not like you can, have a ton of experience.
We've had it happen to us twice.
Twice? When was the first time?
No, that was the first time.
Oh, yeah. We did have it happened a second time.
We'll have to tell that story some other time. But,
we're not very lucky.
No, we are not. Then I remember it stopped raining, and we were like, yes, like, we're going to go tubing now. And I remember looking at the lake. The lake's moving so fast.
We're like, it looks like chocolate milk.
Later, it started filling up with dirt. And we're like, oh, it's so sick. It's chocolate milk. And then we're standing on this crickety old bridge.
Yeah.
That's
watching
been there.
All the logs
watching logs come by. We're trying to catch the logs. As the water's rising on us, none of us think anything of it.
Meanwhile, our leaders are back at camp, like talking to each other, playing cards. They have no idea what's going on.
No, and then one of us goes, "Oh my gosh, look at that one!" And a huge log hits the bridge, and then our leader is like, or actually Bishop was like, "We need to start packing up camp, right?" So we're kind of making a joke out of it. We're like, "Oh no, the water's gonna get us!" And we're like packing up. And the moment where it hit me personally that we were like in actual kind of danger was when I was packing up. Well, I was packing up one of the other guy's stuff because he I don't know where he was.
No, he was he didn't even know it was flooding because he was filling up his inner tube.
Oh, that's right.
In the shed.
Yeah.
And there was no windows, so he had no idea what was going
flooding.
on.
So I was packing up his stuff, and I hear someone yell, "It's gonna hit the tent!" I was like, "What's gonna hit the tent?" And I look out. This water has gone across half the campground already, muddy water, and was rushing at like high speeds towards our tent.
Yeah, it came so fast.
And I don't mean like it wasn't like a humongous wave. It was no more at that point. It was no more than like my ankle, but it was moving fast, and I was like, "Holy crap!" So I start just I didn't even try packing stuff at that point. I'm just like throwing stuff in,
Mm-hmm.
And because we were throwing stuff in the back of our Bishop's truck so that he could like get our stuff out of there, right? We had to get to high ground. Then the flood just keeps going, right? The water just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. And we're like panicking, trying to pack all our stuff up. Eventually gets to the point where it got up to my waist at the highest.
Did it?
For me?
Well, I don't think I ever walked in an area where it was up to my waist, but at some point, like, it was.
It was. I had mud all the way up my waist because I was out there trudging through this stuff. And the worst part is the flood has just started, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm all my stuff, and I'm in my swimming suit and like flip flops, ready to go tubing, right? And I'm so excited to go tubing, and the flood hits, and I'm packing out my stuff. The flood hits the water hits my feet, and it's like instant mud. And I step wrong, and one of my flip-flops broke and like floated down stream. I watched it go and I was like, oh my gosh. So I just threw off my other shoe because like trying to move around with one flip-flop was not working. So I'm walking around and it's like I'm stepping on rocks and twigs and all sorts of stuff. My feet were so messed up by the end of that. But that was the worst part is I lost my flip-flop.
It's a funny story.
It is a funny story. The thing too is we found one of like I thought I lost both my flip-flops.
Oh yeah, and then we just saw it floating in the water.
We saw it floating in the water. But then when we were unpacking our stuff in the truck, later I found my flip-flops. Someone must have seen it and thrown it in the back, but I thought I lost both my flip-flops.
Wait, anyways, you found one or you found them both?
I've only found one flip-flop. The other one's still in paradise.
The other one's missing to this day.
Yeah. But oh man, that like, and in hindsight, like we weren't after like being able to look at, not hindsight, I guess, but like after being able to look at it afterwards, we've discussed it. Like we were never in like truly any big danger.
Yeah, like we weren't any life-threatening danger.
It was just, there's a lot that could have put us in that place though.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that could have happened that would have been real bad.
Like, I mean, the biggest thing that actually happened that like was kind of scary was our only exit was flooded.
Yeah, that was scary.
But like, when did you realize that it was serious?
So we were on the bridge, we were all joking around. I thought it was all funny, and then probably so we were told to go and pack our stuff, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then while we were doing it, I was inside the tent and I just heard someone shout like, "It's coming!" Oh man, Then I looked outside and it was like coming up outside the tent door. That's when I realized, oh shiz.
Yeah, this is about to be real. The thing that could have put us in the most danger.
Oh, the electrical
outlets going underwater.
Yeah, so there were outlets next to each campsite that you could plug your camper in, things like that. And the water was rising to the outlets, and we were all busy getting stuff out, so we were all in the water.
Mm-hmm. And that thing hit, we will all of us would drop and drown. There was no there's no other, because like that, like when you get hit with electricity, it'd be like getting tased, but
everyone at once,
constant.
Continuously.
Yeah. So if the shock didn't kill us, we would drown.
Yeah. Luckily, the guy turned the electricity off.
Yeah. Holy cow. I think the funniest thing about that is those guys that were in the shed. There was guys in the shed filling up tubes that had no idea there was even a flood until they went to try to cross back over and the bridge was gone.
They're like, what the frick?
Like,
who moved the bridge?
Holy cow. But it was crazy. And like, I remember the other thing too that was pretty scary was there was only one other group at the campsite, right?
I think there were 2, maybe 3.
Oh wait, yeah, 3, but like only one other near us.
Yeah.
And they were in a camper. And so we're like, oh shoot, like they're like, we got to get them out of here because we've been packing up our stuff and no one has told them, because they were inside a camper, that, hey, the river's like flooding. So I was not one of them that went and helped. I was too busy trying to get some of our own stuff put away. But we had some guys run over there and like knock on the door, be like, hey, you need to get out of here. And they started driving the truck and their trailer, and they're driving straight towards our holes that we had dug earlier that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, that trailer hits that, they're going down, and their truck's gonna.
There was so many things that could have gone wrong. Like at one point, we smelled propane, and the flood had like sent a log into a giant propane tank, and it was leaking. And what were we worried about? It was going to ignite or something.
It was good. We were worried it would ignite and it put our only high ground on fire. Yeah. And at that time too, we had no idea how much water was rushing towards us. Like we didn't know.
We didn't know if it was going to stop or not.
So it was. I was like, oh, this crowd, this is crazy. Another moment though, when I realized like this is really crazy, is when I look over and there's a full dumpster just floating down where the river used to be.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That was funny.
was like, how does that even happen?
We were like, look at the freaking dumpster.
Just floating down this river. Holy cow. It was just, I can't believe we forgot about that. That was something crazy. And honestly though, one of my favorite campouts, because no one got hurt. No one's stuff was super like damaged or lost.
We lost a canopy. It was worth $100.
I guess that's true. But
that was our biggest loss.
Biggest loss in like no one's lives or whatever. And we just had that story to tell because that night, we left, right? We finally got to get out. We had the water stopped, but we had to wait for like probably about an hour and a half ish, so we could leave because our only exit was blocked, right?
Yeah.
And when we got home, my parents were gone, and I was like, I don't want to be here by myself. Like I just like a flat like that danger or not, that was still like a natural disaster technically. So I was like, I don't want to be home by myself. So I went over to your house that night, but we also went and sat in Sai's hot tub for hours.
I do remember.
And that's when we talked about like everything that could have possibly gone wrong and how blessed we are that it didn't.
Yeah, we were very lucky.
Very lucky. The other funny thing about that too is we went to Wendy's because we needed food, right? And we're all of us, leaders included, covered like in mud, old crusty mud. Some of us weren't wearing shoes. Some of us were.
One guy was wearing a life jacket. No shirt, just a life jacket.
So funny. And our bishop's like, please, like, let us get food. We're sorry about our appearance. We're in a flash flood. And the people are like, are you okay? Oh, just so funny.
No, that's why we came to Wendy's.
I still regret not trying to milk that for a free Frosty. But yeah, it was fun because we had something to experience, and there's like a lot of other stuff that happened, like Mud Zone was a funny inside joke, and just all sorts of things happened, and we were making light of the situation together, and like because it was kind of scary and intense. But then like the next day we weren't even like camping out anymore, but we all got together and we went to the lake near our house.
Yeah.
And just hung out, which I thought was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a blast.
That was when the guy asked us if we want to be in his music video.
Yeah, asked us if we had any girls.
And then little did he know, he literally asked the worst group of guys.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Just kidding.
Asking me for bringing a bunch of women over for a...
We were like a bunch of little kids, and he's like, you guys know any girls?
What the heck? I'm like, this guy's a man. Like, I think you're looking...
You're in the wrong place, bro.
Yeah, for real. Well, I say that was a pretty successful first
podcast?
Yeah. I'm trying to not keep them overly too long. I think we're about to hit 40 minutes.
Okay.
I hope this one works out because that was just 40 minutes of good conversation, I feel like.
Yeah, that went by pretty fast.
I was like trying to think if I want some kind of like... Do I want some kind of saying to say goodbye? But I was like, I don't know what I would like. I don't know what to say.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Is that what you're looking for?
Nah, I don't think I want to say Feliz Navidad after every podcast. What the heck was that?
Time to do laundry.
It's time for me to do laundry.
No, that's the perfect time to stop.
It's the perfect time to stop. Well, if you guys are still here somehow, not subscribed, we'll be posting more. Feel free to like if you liked it. You don't have to. Like I said, this is more like, I'm not really trying to get famous off this. This is just kind of more for myself. And anyone else who's willing or wanting to listen. And with that, we will end. What the heck? Is that a bear?